Pretty much, I would say. But look, we've got our last training session today, and it's probably a question of team balance, really, at the end of the day, and whether or not we go in with four seamers or what have you. So, last session today, and we'll make some decisions from there.
Look, we've picked the squad here, I think, based on these conditions out here, and they've even just had a quick look at the wicket there. They've even changed a little bit from the other day. So I'm glad we've held off for our final 11 because it's a lot more discussion still to have today. As Rach alluded to there's the seam options are all good, and we'll just have to get that balance right. It's going to be a tough decision on the final 11. We've probably got it down to 12, but not for you at the moment. But yeah, we'll take that down to 11 tomorrow at the top. Basically, before the toss, we'll make that decision. Internally, we'll let players know of the 12, and then we'll get that out tomorrow. Very. Yeah, I think the question we keep asking ourselves is how we're going to get 20 wickets. I think that's the biggest thing for both teams. I think both batting teams are pretty experienced and set up really well, but the unknown is how those teams are going to construct 20 wickets over the 4 days. So, as Rach said there before, I think there's, from what we can take out of previous matches in pink ball cricket, there'll be lulls in the game where bowlers have to be really disciplined, and when you get that opportunity to cash in and take some wickets, I think that's what's going to separate the two teams. Look, it looks a little bit drier than we saw the other night when we first got here, but you'd expect that. I know Peter Devlin did the right thing and was expecting a lot of wet weather over the couple of days, so he got the wicket ready quite early. So we noticed in Brisbane when that was done up there that it spun a little bit more than we thought. So we're just sort of keeping an open mind, track it today and have a little look at it, and first thing in the morning, well, not first thing in the morning because it's a day-nighter, but when we get here tomorrow, we'll assess the wicket again. Yeah, I think so. Where she'd end up batting for us, whether it's around that 8th position, I think she could be a real sting in the tail if we get a good foundation. So probably more suited to sort of trying to hit the ball out of the park, and that's not your traditional test player, but if the top order do their job, she could be a really good sting in the tail at the back end if we've got a great platform.
I think so. I think, everyone has their theories on, different situations in the match and what have you, but I actually think a lot of people don't really know, and so they're trying to pluck, I guess, some situations out that seem to be occurring, and sometimes they happen and sometimes they don't. So from our point of view, we don't want to read too much into that either way. We just want to go out there and make sure we're focused on the contest that is happening at the time.